Hi, congratulations. You have probably signed up for a speed dating event. You are probably now wondering how on earth you are going to have 20 mini first dates in one night. It's a lot of questions. It's a lot of answering questions. It's actually not. So we want to spend this episode talking a little bit about how that conversation flows and some ideas for how to help it flow if that's something that you find to be a little bit more uncomfortable for you. So my name is Sarah, and I'm the founder of X Meets Y Dates. We're a speed dating service, and we get that question a lot. So you are not alone in wondering how on earth that could work. I'd say probably one of the biggest things to say is that speed dating creates an energy flow. I don't even know how to explain it, but as people are interacting and as the night progresses and as people are fluidly moving between each of the tables and the people, an energy is created. And the goal is for that energy to be something positive and fun. And a lot of times it just naturally is. You get enough people that have a good sense of humor. You know, everybody's in the same boat, right? So you may feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Like, what is this going to be like? Good chance that the vast majority of the people in the room are feeling the same way. So you already have something in common with them. You're already feeling a little, uncertain, right? This is your first time of doing this experience. You're not sure what it's going to be like. There may be some people there that have done it before, but a lot of times people do it as their first time. A lot of people come alone. That's probably the biggest thing to note. And so people are trying to figure out, how do you strike up these conversations? So probably the first thing to note is there are some questions that probably don't make sense. So we actually hear people ask these questions because they think, sometimes you get nervous and you don't know what to say. But the things to steer away from are, how is your night going? You'd be surprised how many people ask that. But obviously people are in the moment together. So how the night is going is the same experience that everybody's having. My night is a speed dating event, so it's probably not the best one to bring up. The other one is really grilling in on somebody's job. Most likely, most people are not dating someone for their job, right? So unless that's one of your make or break criteria, I probably wouldn't force the person to speak a ton about their job. Now, if they just happen to keep divulging and divulging and divulging and going and going and going, yeah, but I wouldn't ask them 1,000 questions about it. Most people actually don't like to spend the entire time talking about their job. So other things that I would recommend in terms of things to talk about versus things to avoid. Good things to talk about are what type of things they do for fun. What did they do this weekend? Do they have any big trips coming up? Think about the types of things that you do and what's important to you. If you're looking for someone who loves food, maybe ask them about what kind of food do they like? What restaurants do they go to? Maybe you're someone who is really into pets or charity or whatever it happens to be. Then what we recommend is maybe asking some questions about that. But the biggest thing to realize is you don't have to come in with any set questions. A lot of times the conversation just naturally kind of has a movement and a flow. As one person comes and then another person leaves, there's kind of this energy exchange. I know this sounds all mumbo jumbo and I don't mean it to, but once you attend one of the events, then you'll kind of see there's just this energy that people in groups just naturally have that kind of connects us. But overall, have fun. This is your time. This is your moment. Make the best of it. Try not to take it too seriously. Don't feel like you have to grill everybody. How many kids do you want? Do you want to get married soon? Have you ever been married before? I would probably stay away from those topics. They're kind of deep for us speed dating. But if that's kind of how you want to approach it, it is your night and you got to do what's right for you. But the goal of speed dating is really to just kind of get a taste of the person, right? You usually have a good sense within a couple minutes. Can I be attracted to this person? Physical is such a big thing. Chemistry is such a big thing. You usually kind of get that in the first few minutes. The other things you can kind of get are behavioral things, right? So maybe one of your pet peeves is, someone who's not ambitious, and the person, clearly in the first couple of minutes is like, I'm not really doing anything with my life. I don't really know what I want to do with my life. That's probably something that you can get really quick. Maybe another one of your, pet peeves is, you're looking for someone who's just got a positive outlook on life. Most people who are super negative people, you'd be surprised, but they usually have a way of sharing some of that stuff even in the first few minutes. So whatever it is that's kind of like your make or break, I would just kind of use those minutes that you have with that person to kind of assess from a personality perspective. Are they going to be a nice person? Are they going to be a respectful person? Or whatever the things are that you're looking for. When it comes to figuring out their hobbies and the other things, those are perfect for a first date. So save a lot of those questions for first date, where you can dive into all different things and really spend a huge chunk with them. This is really a way to make dating a little bit more efficient. So instead of online, where you spend how many weeks texting back and forth with someone, and then you get there in person, within the first 5 minutes, you're like, why am I here? You have wasted so much time with this individual. So our goal is for you to not waste time with people that don't make sense. So go to the speed dating event, see if anybody is even someone you would want to spend a 2-week-long texting with. Figure that out up front, and then invest the time if it makes sense. There's no reason to do the inverse of that. Why invest time if you don't even have chemistry with the person? So anyhow, I hope that you found this helpful. We do have other videos in terms of what to expect from a speed dating event, as well as what to wear and other things. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope we see you at one of our events. This is Sarah from X Meets Y Dates. Thanks for watching.